Hello, my beautiful Geminis. How are you today? So glad you stopped by. Thank you. It's nice to see you here, and welcome all new visitors. We're so happy to have you. And so let's get started with the overall message from the Romance Angels. Stay optimistic about your love life. Well, Gemini, I'm a Gemini also, so I'm definitely optimistic these days, and it seems to be a corner that I turned recently. All right, so let's take a look and see between you and your love interest with whom you interact. This could be on a dating site. It could be a lover that you have currently, husband, wife, you know. It could be a marital partner, but it is someone with whom you interact. All right, so let's take a look and see the overall energy in the recent past. Is the Ace of Wands a new, passionate beginning? Ooh, baby, baby. It's also the start of something new, so it can be a new relationship. But the Ace of Wands is fire sign energy that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The current energy that's just hopped right out of the deck onto the table is the Justice card. That is Libra energy, and I love it. We're in Libra season. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Libras who might be cross-watching, or this might be your ascendant moon or Venus sign. So Justice card is about finding balance. It also indicates very strongly in my practice as a psychic, it indicates very strongly legal paperwork. So it's like when you want a marriage license, it's when you go to work at a new job and you need to fill out all the forms and the paperwork to do with that. It also indicates in relationship, you could be buying a home with someone or buying, renting a place with someone, but it is shared. It's 7th house Libra. It's the marriage house, the house of marriage and counselors, so to speak. Okay. How does your person view this situation, Libra? This just slid right off into my hand. All right, we have the 3 of Coins. That's a card of collaboration. There are 3 people in the picture, so you may not be exclusive with one another. But it really indicates, this is also the card that says, oh, well, we're going to go to the local paint store and we're going to pick out paint together. And it might be, any combination of 2 people together and then someone helping. So I like the energy. The 3 of Coins is very collaborative. It's Capricorn energy. It's doing the work, getting down to business, and just being practical. It's an incredibly pleasant card also. So it's a good spot for that to show up in this reading. So let's look and see, Gemini, how they view you. And for those who are interested, there will be an extended, and it will be in the comments section of this reading. So there we go. The Capricorn Queen. I love it. That really tells me that your person sees you as someone who has what it takes to go the distance in a relationship. Capricorn is a sign of, sometimes a little bit the sign of being serious or seeming that way, but what it means is they see you as a person who takes yourself seriously, your life seriously, your desire to manifest seriously. And it is the mommy card. It's a card of nurturing, caring, very green kind of, earthy energy, means that you have a sensual and beauty that this person really admires. The 2 of Coins in their heart space indicates that they need to make a decision. They're juggling 2 different ideas, and we will clarify that. Again, you may be early in this relationship, but there is a sense that this person isn't fully committed exclusively to you, or that they're in a situation that they need to leave, and they know that. Okay, so how they view the way forward on the path is to be very strategic about this. So the 7 of Swords card can mean that somebody is treating you unfairly. It can possibly mean that they are being very strategic with the way they are operating with you. It can also mean that they aren't telling you much, that they're sort of being secretive. But we will reveal, the clarifiers will reveal how this impacts the relationship or which interpretation to take, because the truth of the tarot is that there are several interpretations for each card, and it depends on the cards around them and the clarifiers to really hone in on the details. All right, so what we have here is, and I always call call this driving by your house at night to make sure that you're not with somebody else. They do see you as a high value person, but they're feeling uncertain about the connection. All right, so let's see what's in the mutual energy between the two of you. Ooh, the Queen of Swords energy, that's the Libra Queen. You're both trying to stay very balanced, and this is hidden. So what it's telling me is the hidden energy is that both of you are locking your hearts in a cage, because if we look at this, we see the heart is behind bars, locking your heart in a cage so that you can make a logical decision. Okay, what is the advice that Tarot is advising? And then we'll have the outcome card, which will be what will happen if you follow the advice. So the advice that the Tarot is, is placing out there for you is be practical. If you want to build a legacy, it's done day by day, tiny acts of kindness. It's done with consistency. This is Virgo energy. It's getting up every day in the relationship and just doing the work and being optimistic and really trusting that the two of you can solve whatever problems are coming in here. All right, so that is Virgo energy. The Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. You want to set yourself free with knowledge, or your person does. They feel really compelled, even if it means that they're doing something that doesn't look really good here on paper, but it does show crows. It's seeking truth. So I always like the truth. The Two of Coins is Capricorn energy, but again, like I said, it can be juggling 2 jobs even. But in the heart space, I'm not wild about that card, Gemini. Somebody's being practical about something. Okay, so your outcome card, if you follow the advice of the tarot, which is to be very grounded, is another Virgo card. If you do the work. Oh, and here we have Virgo again. So you may have some Virgo in your chart, or your person does, but look at this. So this Virgo Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he always finishes, he always crosses a finish line. There is no sextant tarot. So this energy, though, is that when this person leaves you, it's often to go to work. Usually what they're juggling is they may be juggling, again, 2 coins, maybe juggling money. But we're seeing here this beautiful 8 of Pentacles, which is all about learning more about each other, doing the work. And look at this card for your outcome. I love it. The 6 of Cups, really thinking about the relationship, really reflecting on the beauty of the relationship. You've been together, for many of you, you've been together a while, or you've known each other a long time. And, we see a baby and a puppy, and we see an older, middle-aged man with his dog. And that's beautiful energy, because it really speaks to sweet memories of each other. It speaks to the fact that you want to work your way back to this time in your relationship that seems sweeter and gentler and very loyal. I am getting the 3 of Swords reversed. I started, because I play with my cards, while I'm talking. That fell out of the deck onto my lap, and the 3 of Swords reversed is that the outcome is that a third-party situation and/or whatever is causing heartbreak needs to be addressed. It's the 3 of Swords reversed is typically, the opposite, or a heart that is healing after a long period of time, or some really rough situations that the two of you have faced. So it looks like everything is under control, and control may be an issue right now. In the extended, though, I will go into depth on the person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, actions, followed up by your best course of action in response to them. But in the meantime, let's look at the reading we have before us. Okay, so I really see a situation in which 2 people are really caught in a feeling of deep love that they want to develop. We see the outcome here. We see the heartbreak. It looks as though the 2 of you may have been together for a long time. And you're at a crossroads. I mean, we don't really see the 2 of Wands here, but we see 2 people trying to stay very balanced, trying to move ahead with some sort of, Aries energy that's very exciting. but really also trying to stay very grounded. So let's take a look and see what the clarifiers are. Why do we have the Ace of Wands here? The Innocence of Wands. There is an undeniable sexual energy that radiates between the two of you, and it cannot be ignored. It just can't be ignored. And that was in the recent past. And look at this. Okay, this is a card combination I don't often see that's very significant. This is significant because when the High Priest, or when the Empress card comes up, you know, it's easy to say, oh, there's going to be a pregnancy. But in my training as a tarot reader, I learned that you also have to have the Ace of Wands with the Earth Mother card to create the possibility of the fertility coming together. There has to be, you know, the egg, and there has to be the sperm. And so that is what I'm seeing here. The two of you, and if you don't have a baby together, this really tells me with the Three of Coins that you may be in a creative field together. You might be decorators, you might be renovators, you know, you might be writers, you might be two people who work on a comedy show. You know, it could be anything like that where there is a collaboration, and it's really beautiful. This is a life-giving energy that would be highly difficult to ignore because it is so rare in relationship. Oftentimes, once in a lifetime, we get to have this creative access to our own hearts, to our own, you know, just creative beings. And making love would be quite creative. I would think the two of you would have a very good physical relationship. All right. So let's see what the Justice card is telling us. What is the message from the Justice card, Spirit? We have the Nine of Wands. All right. So both of you are, I think, working a lot right now, trying to balance things out. That is both metaphorical, trying to balance things out in the relationship, but I also think the two of you are working very hard in your lives. The Five of Cups here, the truth of the matter is there's some hurt feelings here. That Five of Cups card is a card, though, also that energy of the Five of Cups is Scorpio energy. So both of you are questioning exactly how viable the relationship is. There's some feelings. The Crow is telling us that you're both feeling blue. You know, you're both in this heart space of, ouch, this is hurting. You know, there's no balance. This is burdensome. But I think what's burdensome and what I'm seeing here, the way I'm interpreting it, is that the attraction is burdensome right now to the two of you because one of you may be in a third-party situation or in a situation in which they can't give what they need to give to the relationship. So let's go ahead and look and see why we have the Three of Pentacles here. A third-party situation, just for everyone's information, is totally oftentimes a relationship, including a marriage or somebody else in the situation romantically. But it also can mean that someone has other responsibilities. Maybe they're the sole caretaker of a parent, you know, who's ill. It can be anything that takes that person away from you. The Four of Coins, the Three of Coins to the Four of Coins. Your person is not letting go, Gemini. They are not letting go. They feel as though you are very valuable to them, and sort of like we have, again, Capricorn energy. They see you as high value. You know, the Capricorn Queen is a high value queen, and it really speaks to the fact that they're holding on fiercely, whether they're telling you or not. Both of you are trying to maintain your cool. Both of you, and you may even work together, but really interesting energy. There is deep love there because you can't have the broken heart and the Five of Cups, the sadness, and those are mutual energies, and both of you are carrying this heavy heart. All right, why do they see you as the Queen of Pentacles, my dear Geminis? The single, beautiful lady, maybe who was once married. They see you as a person who's very abundant, very beautiful, very unusual, almost exotic, very just delightful. They see you as a delightful character who's quite beautiful and unusual. You're also a total mystery to them. The Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy, 8, 9, you know, 10 of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. There is such a creative urge in this relationship to move forward that it is difficult for your person not to think that you could be the one for them. All right, so let's see what we have. Why are they juggling? What's this idea of indecision? They think that you are the proper person to move forward with. So when we see the Two of Pentacles, we see a person with two different ideas of how things could go. But when they think of you, they think of you as their future. The ships have arrived at the harbor. It's time to go, you know, pluck those treasures. You can see the shadow of my hand shuffling the cards with this overhead light. Hold on. Let me turn that so it's not so sort of odd. Okay. I look like a ghost in the house. All right. Although I like ghosts, friendly ghosts. Okay. So what we have here is we have a person who is looking at the situation. They're studying it very closely. And the universe card says that they want to make a final decision. They want to be able to move forward with you. And to do that, they're going to have to be very stealthy. So what do they have to be stealthy about? What does this person need to do in terms of stealth? What is this stealth card about? Oh, all right. So if this person's in another relationship, they're sort of sneaking around to come and see you. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. It's joy, it's happiness, it's Pisces. It's eat, drink, and be merry. It's really embracing life and living it in the moment. It's a wonderful card, and it's hopes and dreams for love coming true. It's a fairy godfather, fairy godmother of the tarot. So when it appears in a reading, your wish typically comes true. And since that is your person, you are their wish fulfillment, but they are not telling you. They're being very stealthy. They're trying to, if you've had a break or you've been on a break, they're trying to working my way back to you, babe. You know that song. And but they're trying to be very sly about it. Okay. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. So the Queen of Swords energy, the Nine of Swords, both of you are all up in your head. Oh, and we have the Heart of Wands. Here we have again this energy of this amazing wand energy. The Heart of Wands is the Queen of Wands, boss lady. You know, at the end of the day, this Queen of Wands, whether it is the male or the masculine or the feminine, is a person who's really driving the relationship. So why is the Queen of Swords here, though? Why is the Queen of Swords? Two different female entities, so let's ask the Tarot for clarification. Are two people competing, or is this person seeing two people? Four of Swords. They're healing from a relationship. They're healing from an old relationship that was very wounding to them, and you're healing from the fact that they haven't given themselves to you fully. All right, this is burdensome. You know, what we're seeing is a heavy burden being carried here. And the Two of Wands, both of you know that you need to make a decision so that you can move forward in your lives. Now, that's mutual energy. Is this, we're at a crossroads, what are we going to do energy? All right, why is the Ten of Pentacles here for your advice in this relationship? The Death card. A transformation has to take place. Something has to die so something else can be reborn. So it does look, from what I'm seeing, as though there is a third-party situation in this reading. For many of you, again, it can be a job, it can be not having time for each other, but something about the work life has to change so that you can reverse the pain of this broken heart and move together forward again with passion. Okay, so that's very, very, very intense reading. Let's see why the Romance Angel is advising. I love to come back to these. Stay optimistic. Well, Spirit, tell us what this optimism is for our beautiful Geminis. Ooh, there's going to be a sudden change, a sudden turnaround. There's an epiphany. I like the Tower card. Somebody's coming back in as the King of Cups. King of Cups energy, Scorpio energy, Aries energy says that there has been a moment of shock and awe that has made your person decide that they need to get out of this energy and they need to come back in as this. That can be both of you. It indicates that it's most likely both of you really recognizing, again, what you want from the relationship. All right, so we're going to go over to the extended. For those of you who'd like to follow, thank you very much. And I want to say thank you till we meet again. Hope to see you soon in another video, as well as sending you love from Chicago. Send some back and tell me where you're from. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.